Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. From LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against it, 3rd and 5. Third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
First down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made by Rodney.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, here's Mixon. And And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, week 2, he was electric. Let's see what week 3 has in store. Wentz now on first down. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
10 at the 33-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And he's got this down to the 35. The numbers for Jeffrey from last week. 4 catches, 76 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw right away. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a carry for Sanders. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wentz on to give to Sanders. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
That's good for another Eagles.
This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Miles.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Mixon on the carry.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 20 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. He's going to fire one deep open. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked, and there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Getting set to go again, Dallas Goedert marching back onto the field. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards.
And haven't we gotten pretty close in this game nowadays in the NFL to almost taking labels off of the tight end position? These guys now can be the #1 option in an offense, and that never used to be the case. So now how do you even match up with them? Cornerback, safety, linebacker, all three will have deficiencies against the best tight ends in the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football. And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for a Bengals TD. Well, that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another.
And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Incomplete. Intended for Joshua Perkins. Results in a 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Taking on for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Miles. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
14-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Gain of 11.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
He was brought down by
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Burrow.
The 41-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Green's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
48-yard line.
Now Burrow. He'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat out fly. They can use him
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Duke Riley gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Burrow will throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And Bullock will put this one through.
The kick.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Just stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
4 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, it's Wentz. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Miles Sanders.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. Throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down.
Joe Mixon.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Joe Mixon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
At the 6-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Ball carrier.
Rodney Anderson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
Lining up for the
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from the pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And 3 at the 47-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
24-yard gain on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman in the... And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
and the Bengals.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll rifle this one deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Going to throw right side here, complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And you can see they lead the visiting Houston Texans at halftime. Ben Roethlisberger having as hot a start as you can. 4 first-half touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Rashard Higgins, a touchdown reception. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at that? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you, appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
At the 15-yard line.
Now Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of 6 there on first.
To Drew Sample.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Burrow with a throw caught by Green.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton. His leadership will be key.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. And to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
It's a gain of 3.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Will Parks. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25 yards.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Intended for John.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Burrow's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Personal foul on
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Burrows. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
A.J. Green. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again, Dallas Goedert marching back onto the field. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive, so a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively, maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try and discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally would do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. All right, here now a look at A.J. Green. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Will Parks. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they gave up the pick-6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Burrow's pass complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The tackle by Will Park.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Now they run with Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the carry.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
By the defense.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Wentz's pass.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
14 yards there on an Eagle 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game,
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the 3rd quarter here.
Bengals.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Cincinnati.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and a yard.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Mixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
They'll try and run with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
39-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners.
taking care of the football, because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Joshua Perkins.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
His kick is good. Makes the score even.
So it's 3 more points, and that lines this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Gain of 15.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Burrow's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard.
Again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Burrow's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. from the shotgun. Joe Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, and he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 16, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A big play there on the catch and run. Now Burrow on 1st down. On the slant, complete to Green. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Cincinnati.
Burrow will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Burrow looking to pass. Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Burrow. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He's at the 50, 20, 10, 5. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on first is Wentz. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another run with Sanders. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And Green with a catch left side.
Burrow's pass.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Don't get nervous. 57 the mark. 57 the mark.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross. Complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Cincinnati.
Offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.